Hi guys, my name is Kaylen.
My name is Kelsey.
And I'm Kristen, and we are the K3 Sisters Band.
Welcome to Superstar Central. Today we are joined by a super special guest. He is the English dub voiceover director for the world famous show Miraculous Ladybug, and he is a voice actor himself. Let's give a big welcome to Ezra Weisz!
Thank you so much, K3 Sisters Band. Yay! I'm so happy to be here and to be in such a festive mood with all of you. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for being here, Ezra. All right, let's jump right into it.
Yes, the first thing that we want to know is which characters are you currently or might you be voicing on any and all projects going forward?
On any or all projects going forward. Wow! Well, currently we are working on Miraculous Ladybug Season 5. I am currently voicing Andre the Ice Cream Seller. Andre is I know you love Andre because he's one of the few characters that sings.
Yes, this is true.
Yes. So we do share that in common. So I'm voicing Andre. He actually has a couple of episodes in season 5, a lot more than I thought. So you'll see Andre.
Can't wait.
Yeah, he's out there, scooping ice cream and making lovers find one another. I'm also, of course, since we're talking about Miraculous Ladybug, I'm also voicing Andre's bodyguard still, who does not have a formal name that we know of, but he doesn't actually have much more dialogue than usual. He still is just all so he's doing a bunch of that.
Love to see him.
I just recently finished directing. It's not something that my voice is in, but it is a directing project that we just finished last week, and I'm so very excited. It's going to be airing on Amazon. It is a very, very much beloved franchise for those that love anime, and it is called Lupin the Third meets The Cat's Eye.
Speaking a little bit more about anime, Miraculous Ladybug originally kind of had an anime type look to it from the PV. And some Miraculers, still to this day, kind of classify it still as an anime. So as someone like yourself who's worked on many different animes, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, I love the anime look of Miraculous Ladybug. I love it. And I would love to see almost like a CG or 2D version of Miraculous Ladybug, even if it's all the same storylines. Like, the scripts don't need to change at all. In fact, they can even keep all the voiceovers that we've done for the series and animate it in that anime style. I think the fight sequences would look amazing. They already look amazing the way it is with the CG, but to see it in that anime style, I think would be so incredible, so fun. And it's weird, you bring up such a great point, because a lot of anime fans knew Miraculous Ladybug before we even started working on it. And when we would do like a Google search or, just sort of scour the internet looking for stuff about Miraculous Ladybug, it was always this concept piece or the first pilot episode done in an anime style. And I remember the whole cast, we were all like, wow, that looks so cool. But, that was probably a project that never got funded or just never kind of caught on. And then I believe, it's not a fact, but I believe if I remember listening to all the stories, that's when Jeremy Zag was able to purchase the rights to it. Or maybe he always had them with Thomas Astruck, the two of them combining together, and they tried an anime version, and then they wanted to do this beautiful kind of global sensation hit because maybe they wanted to reach a bigger audience. I don't really know how the story goes.
That is amazing, Ezra. So, as you said, Miraculous has gained even more global success, even since the last time we spoke together. has there
Yep.
been an increasing pressure in the voiceover studio? And if so, how do you and the voice actors overcome this pressure?
Wow. Well, the first time we spoke together, it was because of the most amazing, original recreation and encompassing of all of Miraculous Ladybug in like 99 seconds or something. How many seconds was it?
99.
You remember?
That song still bops. That is so good. It's one of my all-time favorite Miraculous creations from a fan base. It surpassed what is created as a fan base piece and got recognition from Jeremy Zag, where he was definitely shining light on your amazing creativity and talent. So I am so grateful for the three of you, as well as your creative, collaborative network that you have working behind the scenes, your producers, your managers, your parents, everybody, even your fans who support you just about every Saturday when you go live on YouTube. So I'm so happy that the three of you loved the show to make something so amazing and miraculous, like Miraculous in 99 Seconds, which I still love.
Thank you
And
so
I also
much,
still shout out
Ezra.
requests for on your YouTube lives. Now that we're in season 5, now that the show is even more of a global hit, now that we have this amazingly beautiful looking major motion picture called Miraculous Awakenings, with the show growing in popularity, there's a stage show that tours around Europe. Merchandise like this is just going crazy. Kohl's has toys, which is, you know, in America, it's just a sort of a great sort of all-encompassing store for clothes and toys and makeup and all that kind of stuff. And it's in Target, it's in Walmart, it's on Amazon, it's everywhere. There is so much pressure for us to keep delivering the best quality because the fans are not only growing, but they're looking closer at what we're doing. Every little moment they're watching. So we are extra careful. Everyone who works on the show, they're so professional. They care so much. They put everything into it because we all know, just like the three of you, you never know what's going to hit. So you never want to give less than your best at any moment that you're doing something. Some days we have off days. Some days we just get so tired. Sometimes lightning strikes. But when we're doing our work, we always try to do our best. And we all are, we feel more relaxed because we definitely know the work. We know the characters. We understand the storyline. So we're a little more relaxed, but we're always doing our best because we know that the fandom is watching. And when I'm directing, I will tell the actors, and I may have mentioned this when we spoke the first time, but I will tell the actors, I'm like, all right, look, this moment is a big moment for the fandom because this is a moment when Adrian's going to do whatever for Marinette, or this is a moment when Marinette and Cat Noir are together, and I know the fandom, they really love it in those scenes. So let's try and honor the fans and give them what they want. All right, so wait a second. I see, green has always represented the character Nino and Carapace. The color red has always represented Miraculous Ladybug. And the color blue is specific for a character called Luka.
Yes, maybe.
And all I can say is keep your eyes peeled for Luka coming soon.
Luka is one of our favorite characters, so I cannot wait. Oh my god.
Is Andrew hiding things from the fandom? Oh my goodness, what is this?
Andrew doesn't know yet.
Oh, the plot twist! The plot has thickened.
Okay, wait. Let me ask you a few questions.
Okay, all right, lay it on me.
what would you like to see happen in season 5? What are you hoping will happen?
I would like for Marinette and Adrian to hopefully find some more peace of mind. You know, as you said, there are some things that are bothering them right now and that they're trying to ignore. I hope that somehow along the way they slowly learn to truly adapt to the best versions that they can be of themselves.
I hope that Chloe someday gets her redemption arc. That's what I'm hoping.
We love a queen. Yes.
I hope so too. I hope so too. I hope so too. Chloe is such a fun character. There are two real distinct Chloes. There's the I'm constantly nasty all the time, no matter what, Chloe.
Yep.
And then there's the but I'm also really sweet and I want some friends and I feel kind of lonely behind all of this bullying that she does. And
Yeah.
I do want Chloe to also have a redemption arc because I don't think she should only be seen as, this bad bully.
Yes, me
She's
too.
got some difficult stuff that I think a lot of people can relate to. Her parents are separated. One's in New York, one's there in Paris. She just gets whatever she wants, and that's not always good for everyone. Sometimes it's really important to work hard for what you earned, and then you feel ownership in it.
Exactly.
And she, I think, wants to be a better friend, but doesn't know how to because she never really had an opportunity to make friends. So she deserves a redemption arc. I agree.
Yes.
Definitely.
And the whole aspect of the technology, the way that Gabriel was able to turn all of the kwamis into like rings and like power them up at his demand, like that was crazy.
Yeah.
Now with the what's it called, alliance?
Yes, that is something that no one saw coming, and it's actually kind of scary. I
Yeah.
thought that was a wonderful way to level up the seriousness of the show with Hawkmoth, or Monarch, should I say.
Monarch.
I agree with you. I felt like what Monarch did, first it was scary that Monarch had possession of the miracle box with all of the kwamis, with most of the kwamis. He still doesn't have Fluff, and he doesn't have Tiki or Plaid,
Right.
but he has most of them. So the fact that he had that was a threat. To see him be so silly wearing all the different Miraculous on his body, that was very unusual and odd, but I think it served a very important purpose because he said, I don't want any of this. I want it my way. And what he did was so disturbing for me and for our cast. When we first saw it, we were like, oh, no, what is he doing? And then on top of that, keeping all of the kwamis the way he has them in his lair, like in little fish bowls. It's so sad because we know how delightful the kwamis are. So the rings definitely feel right for Monarch. It's a very powerful position to have these rings. And it's very efficient for him to just tap into the different fish bowls and like get the kwamis. But it's very dangerous and scary. So Monarch does feel more of a threat than Shadow Moth or Crimson Moth, or I'm sorry, Scarlet Moth or Hawk Moth. Like this is definitely the most frightening version that we've seen.
Yes. I must
and that
say,
was how the
Keith
season
does
started.
an amazing job.
Yes, shout out
Oh my
Keith if
God.
you're watching this. We love you as Hawkmoth and
We
Gabriel
love you,
Agrest.
Keith. So good. He is the OG baddie.
Yes,
Yes.
he is. Yes. Period.
I really want to ask, are there any past characters which might be making a cameo or comeback appearance later in season 5 or in the movie? If so, please give us a hint.
Please, Ezra, we're begging you.
I think I know what you're going at when you're talking about a character from the past that we
Yes.
might see in season 5, which is the present, who's a character that maybe we don't know all that much about, but we're so curious about.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, I don't know if it counts as a spoiler or not to say yes or no to those kinds of things.
Oh, but we don't want to
But
get
I
you in
do
trouble,
know-
Ezra. But
I know, no, you're not going to put me in trouble. I only put myself in trouble. So I have to be careful with what I say.
You sound like
So
me, Ezra.
I do know this. As beautiful and as much as we love the Miraculous Ladybug series, which is, as some people will refer to, as a cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
This is an animated major motion picture. So it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to look much different, as people have seen already by some of the leaks that Jeremy has provided of the artwork. It's gorgeous. And of course, the series is gorgeous. Look at your poster behind you of Ladybug. She's gorgeous. I fell in love with that image immediately. But it doesn't quite look the same way. It looks, in a way, more realistic. And some of the acting choices that have been made are also more realistic, more natural, and not quite so animated, not quite so cartoony. So it will feel like we're really knowing these characters, these people. And we do have some scenes with some characters who we have not seen do any scenes before.
Wow! Guys, Ezra is providing the fandom with this information. Thank you, Ezra.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So that means that we had to do some casting for the movie. We even had to do, believe it or not, we even had to do some recasting. There are some characters that we know and we love their voices in the series, but we had to do some recasting for the movie.
Ooh, interesting.
But we still kept Marinette's voice is still Christina in English. Bryce Papenbrook is still Cat Noir and Adrian in English. Keith Silverstein is still Hawkmoth Gabriel Agreste in English. So you are not going to be disappointed. But you might be surprised by some other voices that are like, wait, I know that character has a different voice. And also, don't worry, Plag is still Max Middleman. Tiki is still Mela Lee.
Yay!
Yeah.
So something that we're really looking forward to with this new movie is the musical elements. So can you tell us anything at all pertaining to the songs, the music score, or maybe some of the performing artists that are going to be in the movie?
Okay, well, I cannot speak in any definite way about the artists because, as you know, that is constantly evolving. It could be one artist, then that artist could change. Then it could be a collaboration with multiple artists. So I cannot speak on who is going to be providing whatever vocal track or musical track in terms of the name, the artist that will be performing, because that's constantly an issue that can change. We might say, hey, look, let's go ahead and use this very famous American actor who's also a singer, or let's use this very famous singer in France, or this very famous singer from Brazil. They're all still trying to find out what would be the best voice for the singing. But there is singing. There is a lot of music. And I can tell you that because Jeremy is so musically talented. Jeremy Zag from Zag Animation, who brings us Ladybug and Cat Noir, Ghost Force. He brings, there's one, Zach Storm and Power Players, like all of these great series. But we're talking about Miraculous Ladybug Awakening, the movie. But you should also see all the other series. They're really great.
Yes, they are.
And Jeremy loves music and he composes all the time. And when he was in the studio prior to the start of the whole pandemic, he was in the studio and we would be working with the actors and he would say, wait, in this moment, listen to this music that he's composed. And he'd play it off of his phone and he'd say, this is what's happening and this is this, picture this and listen to the music swell. And he would almost orchestrate and conduct this emotional moment, and it comes from his love of music first, which I know that you can really relate to.
Oh yes, that is so inspiring
so
to hear.
The music is going to be beautiful, and the songs are going to be catchy and memorable, and I'm sure they're going to do very, very well.
Yay! So, Ezra, what changes do you foresee happening when this movie is in fact released? And how will it affect the fans?
How will it affect the what?
The fans.
Oh, the fans. I thought you said the parents. I'm like, parents? Okay.
Well, the parents as well, yes.
How will it affect the parents? And the parents are going to be miserable because they're going to be buying so much Miraculous merch.
Yes.
But they'll also be happy because it will make all of the family happy because the parents like the merch also. Here's what I think. My expectations are, I have huge hopes for the release of this movie. And when I sort of visualize it and meditate about it all and I think because it's a show that I love so much and I put so much energy in, I've been working on for so many years, I think, wouldn't it be amazing if the world fell in love with this show? They've never heard of it before. Now they watch it and they're like, oh my goodness, I've never seen that before. This sounds amazing. This show looks amazing. I love these characters. And then they go and watch the series and then they become fans themselves. That's the goal. That's the dream. So I'm hoping that we get an increase of an audience base from the movie. But what will happen, is the fandom that already exists, which is very large, they're going to just explode with love, with new content, with new inspiration for new creations. They're just going to explode. They've been waiting for it for so long, and they will not be disappointed.
The reverse love square is in full play in season 5. How do you think that is affecting the show?
It's an Adrian Marinette moment, but at the same time, they cannot help but devour it because it's so beautiful.
I'm blushing right now hearing you talk about this, Ezra.
They meet their kwamis, taking back in battle so hard. Who was akumatized by Hawk?